Closing time. This tree, every time I get close to it, the cicadas go crazy. And he's like, get away from our tree, motherfucker. Get away from our tree, mister. This is our tree. Fucking parasites. Hey, G Willie, man, I seen your video, dude. If you can get to North Cackalack, man, I got somewhere you can go camping, dude. Even if it ain't on my land. And my land's like within a mile's walking distance from the nearest store or a campground. There's an actual campground 1 mile from my property. It's like a pond and a campground, and dude's got RVs all around it that people can rent, and they got like contests for catching catfish and shit for the kids, man. They got a little store where you can buy stuff, and the little store is a restaurant. It cooks stuff for people. You know, like a little cook to serve hot bar or whatever, ain't nothing major. And they let you rent out sites for camp, for tents and everything, and then it's got a bathhouse. That way you can actually take showers and use a real bathroom right there on the lot. It's got a bathhouse. And it's cheap, man. Like, I know people that have lived almost their whole lives there, man. Parents that have raised their kids living there the whole time just because that's the lifestyle they choose to live, man. I mean, you know, we come from a people that came out of caves, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever, man. Whatever happened, dude, we've evolved from being dummies to what we are today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in divine intervention. Hell, I believe that might be what's going on right now is divine intervention. I don't know if it's a good divine intervention, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a firm believer in you gotta have good to have evil, and you gotta have evil to have good, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have one side without the other. You gotta have them both. That's just the way it is, dog. You gotta have them both. You gotta have them both. I think I think Buddha and all these people who are enlightened in life or whatever, I think they knew there was both. Just like this tree right here. Take this tree. It's half dark and it's half light. You see that? Half dark, half light. Look, right here. There's the space on this one. But if you think about it, you know, surface area wise, it's pretty much half dark, half light, you know? And then you can see that guy right there's where his 2 eyes are, right in there. Now, boom, see? Hey, how are you doing in there, mister? Hugo Suarez, what do you think you're doing in there, buddy? You trying to sing me a love song? Yeah, right here, what we got on this one. Take a look at this thing. I'll see what I can tell you I got here. I see the words old boy sees too, man. Look up Andrews. Look up Andrews. I think that's his name. Look up Andrews. He's the one that showed me how to read them, but I still can't read them myself. But I know most of them now that he pointed out. It says freaks. I see that shit everywhere. All the bushes, all the trees, on people, on animals, in their houses. Freaks. They call them as freaks. Look, there's a face right there. Look. I'm a tree. I'm a tree. I swear I'm just a tree. Look. I'm a tree. I'm a tree. I'm a tree too. I'm a tree too. This guy's on his knees right here, see? He just looks sad as hell. Yeah, he's taking pictures of us. What's this guy doing right here? See right there, like, what is that shape there in nature? Do you see that? What is that in nature? When have you seen nature to make those kind of lines in the fucking trees? Come on, man. How fucking crazy am I, you know? Man, look at these shadows in the trees. That's the first thing that caught me in the very beginning of all this, in the beginning of my waking up. Was the trees, man. I grew up on 350 acres of land in my parents, you know, with my parents, man, in the woods, dude. And when I say the woods, I was in the woods. And now I go look at like Zoom Earth and all their property. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm glad I'm not them, because it's covered in whatever this shit is, dude. You go to Zoom Earth, and as you zoom in closer and closer, it changes the timestamp on the globe. And then you start scrolling around on Zoom Earth and look at the different areas that are marked out, like the center of the United States. I don't know, man. I zoomed in and it's more like there's a bunch of them, dude. There's areas that are timed out for a certain, something ain't right, man. Go look at the clouds on Zoom Earth and timestamp it, man. I told y'all when I started all this, dude, the biggest thing got me going, man, was back December the 9th or the 11th, from midnight till 5 a.m. Perfect highways of Egyptian hieroglyphs. I'm talking about the bird on the stick, the staff, fucking Osiris's head, the helmets, the hats, whatever you want to call them, dude. The conjugal hats. I mean, dude, they were all going by the sky, and these were not, oh, look, there's cloud shapes. Let me try to pretend what I see here. No, these were motherfucking cookie cutter, crisp, perfect fucking hieroglyphs going through the sky. I believe that was a reset of time. I think that we live in a time. You know what I'm saying? I think that I don't know, man. I don't really want to say what I think. I just think that time is kept up with better than we think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that the amount of time we're told we've been on this planet is correct. I think that's wrong. I think maybe they're teaching the kids in school the time that you know, that they wanna admit we've been on the planet. I think we've been on this planet a lot longer than that. And I think there's a deeper story than what we're really being told here. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I grew up in the South, you know what I mean? I was raised a certain kind of way, but I've changed my ways. I'm not that person anymore, man. I've changed who I am. I've dedicated my life to other things and for helping people and to loving everyone the same, man. I don't see color anymore, and I don't see creed, and I don't see religion. And I just see other people, other human beings doing the same fucking thing I'm out here doing, man. Trying to make it in life. But then I see the little things or the goo or whatever the fuck people want to say makes our reality. I've never seen it before until these last 10 years or so. And now I see it, man. It's almost like it can't keep up. Does that make sense? Like it just can't keep up to keep hiding itself like it always has before. And now it's lagging and you can see it and we can catch it. Or something's changed. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind something's changed. Something's changed. I know that, like little boy talking about the parasites. And it's ringing with me now is because I thought maybe I was crazy or psychic or some fucking crazy shit because the rocks, man. I'd be looking at rocks. And my wife, I've shown them and my kids, and what's crazy is so it shifts to what my thoughts are. I can sit there and look at the rock and now look at it and concentrate on it. Not only will my name pop up on it, but my full name, you know what I'm saying? My entire bits and pieces, sometimes my entire fucking name will pop up on it. And then I can find this face, man. And the first thing I tied it to was maybe this lion's gate everybody was talking about. Because it literally looks like the lion's head. But what it is it's that damn thing on the handlebars, man, with the two bars going. But look, with the one day, but it's the thing in between two bars that people say they see. You know, it's like a lion's head, body, little midget guy, and it's holding one bar up on each side of itself. Well, that's what I see in my rocks and in my videos and in my room and in my dreams. And that's also the same person I think that's on that little handlebar thing I was talking about with the oval metal and the bars that go through it. I'll find it and put it on here and show everybody can see it if anybody wants to, if anybody's interested in it. It wouldn't be that hard to find. I've uploaded some videos recently that had it in there with some of the Egyptian stuff I put on, man. I've become obsessed with the Egyptian stuff. I don't know why, man, but I feel like that maybe those are the lowercase gods. I mean, because I do see where some of the Bibles, I mean, it says in our image, you know what I mean? Created man in our image. And you know, is the Elohim, is that plural or is that one word? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then I've noticed in the Bible there is capital G gods and there are lowercase. No, there's capital G God, which is by itself. But then when it talks about multiple gods, go look, man, they're lowercase G's. So, I don't know, man. I think people should do more research and less trying to point the finger and beat somebody down, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it takes a village, man. It's not one person that's going to figure all this out on their own, man. It's going to take everybody putting their heads together. And I thoroughly believe that there's some people that just aren't going to fucking make it. They just ain't, man. Oh, and by the way, all right, so the one doctor told him, no, that's my daughter's heart specialist. She sees once every year or two. And he's the most real, you know what I'm saying, real good, in-tune, touch person I know. And he strictly says no jab, no jab, no jab. But her pediatric doctor, I think they sold out, man, because they're screaming jab, jab, jab. They're actually demanding the fucking jab. And I put it to him like this right here. I said, when you guys have the means to hold me down and give me the jab, you can hold my daughter down and jab her right beside me. But until then, don't talk about jabbing her without me. That's the last of it. And if they mention it again, it'll be a serious fucking problem. A serious fucking problem.